Yo, what's up, y'all? Cooling down here in South Carolina right now. I'm about to go pick up my first truck. It's a car haul truck, whole 9 cars. Now, I'm not going to disclose how much I paid for it or the down payment. You know, people watching, pocket watching a little bit too much. And that's the issue, and that's the video that I'm about to drop right now. Listen, when you're on your journey and you got a lot of good things happening and you got a lot of good things going on, you're going to get 2 types of people, especially that's in your friend group. You're going to have people that's sitting there that's going to support you, right? You're going to have, matter of fact, 3 people who are genuinely going to support you, and they're going to act the same as they've been acting for the last few years that you've known them for. You're going to have another group of people, right, who were your friends, and because they are too scared and too much of a weenie to go sit back and take their chances on success, they're jealous and they're mad, and now they're envious of you. So the energy that they used to give the friendship, the call and the text and the linking up is dead, and you're going to feel it. And when you feel it, don't second guess it. Don't try to say, oh, you know, maybe they're going through something. Like, no, it ain't none of that. Exactly what they're going through is that jealousy and that envy. Because if you didn't tell them you was about to go flip a property, open a hair salon, invest in sports, invest in real estate, flip a house, rent out a house, whatever the case may be, flip cars, open a car dealership, start a tech company, marketing firm, whatever it is. I don't care if you detail sneakers or start a cleaning business. Whatever it is, if that friend switches the energy when you tell them, hey, this is what I just accomplished, dead them, dump them, don't talk to them, cut them off. Because where we're trying to go, we have no time for jealous friends, covetous friends, none of that, right? That's the second type of friend you're going to deal with. The third type of person that you're going to deal with is a friend that only used to hit you up, say, once or twice a month. And that this idiot wants to call you every day. like y'all dating or something, you know? All of these 3 situations is what I'm dealing with right now. I got friends that are truly supportive and I love them to death. They're acting the same way, talking the same nonsense that they've been talking for years. That's how you know they don't switch. I've noticed certain friends, I say, hey, I'm about to go grab this truck. I'm in South Carolina. The jealousy is at an all-time high. They're not going to let me know because I slap them. But the thing is, you know, you could sense it. And I'm not going to second guess it. I'm not about to sit back and argue. I'm not about to say, yo, is everything all right with your energy? No, it's dead. It's dead. I don't care. And that's why we have to have the gift of discernment and ask the Lord for the gift of discernment so you can read these enemies and read these things from the gun bust. We don't got no time. Again, if we're trying to get up here, we don't have no time to hang with people who are down here. I don't care how it sounds. I don't care if your feelings hurt. Oh, well, we're all the same. We are not all the same. We are not all the same. In the eyes of God, you could kind of say we're all the same because we're all going to be judged the same way. A sin is a sin for all of us. But at the end of the day, there are solid people, there are good people, there are real people, and there are bad, evil, and wicked people. And you're going to have to determine what side you're on. I'm over here on the good. I'm on the good side. I'm trying to be somebody solid. And when I pass away, I want to be known for great things. I don't want to be known to be a snake, a fool, a weirdo, a liar, a goofy. I don't want to be known as any of those things. Oh, he was a jealous man. None of that. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord don't want me to be any of those things anyway. So I pay attention to the jealousy and to the envy that I'm feeling from certain friends, you know, because they don't have what it takes to be a boss. They don't have what it takes to be an entrepreneur. And it's not for everybody. Everybody is not built to be an entrepreneur. Not everybody is built to be a boss. Everybody is not built to be a leader. Only certain people got that type of spirit. And it's okay because you can't lead everything. Somebody might be good with leading a school, right? Being a principal, right? But that principal might not be good leading a cheerleading team, or it might not be good leading a basketball team. You got to leave that to a different type of leader. Everybody has their lane. So if somebody is good at one thing, don't hate on them. Don't become jealous or envious. You cheer that man or that woman on because they're doing what they got to do for themselves and ultimately probably for their family. You know, but people, it go out of one ear, it go in one ear and out the other. People don't really care about this type of stuff. You know what I mean? It's not too many good people in the world anyway. But those are the second type of friends you're going to deal with. The third type of friends that you're going to end up dealing with, you know, like I said, are the ones that keep on calling. You got to cut those people off too. You could feed them a little bit of information because you don't want to give yourself a bad name. But at the same time, you got to ask yourself, well, why is this person calling me all of a sudden? It's because they feel like, oh, okay, you about to do this, you could put me on too. But they wasn't there crying with you, struggling with you, getting frustrated, up all night from 10 p.m. all the way to 3 in the morning, writing down business ideas, writing down business plans, stressed out. You know what I'm saying? Hair thinning, not eating, losing weight, gaining weight. You know, the ups and downs that come with the anxiety and the excitement of being an entrepreneur, taking those risks. And you telling me I'm about to get all these bruises from this entrepreneur life and I'm gonna just come and just blurt out everything to you? You wasn't here with me grinding. You wasn't here with me putting in this work. I hate people like that, and I'm not supposed to hate because I'm a Christian. But well, I'm striving to be holy. So I'm not perfect. Like I say in all my other videos, I'm not perfect. I'm working on it. Like, I have not cursed this video. You know what I mean? So it's like, I hate people like that because they're not genuine. They just want to leech. You know what I mean? It's like, it's like, for example, if I'm a female, right, and I open a hair salon, none of my girlfriends helped me. They was outside twerking, trying to be like Sexy Red the whole entire summer, the whole entire winter, fall, and spring. I open a hair salon, and now you coming to me, hey girl, can you tell me what to do? Can you put me on the hair salon? I'm trying to make that money and have that lifestyle too with all the luxury. Why you coming to me now when you was shaking your butt in every man's face that walked by? That makes no sense. You see, it's like you telling me I'm the one that's supposed to get all the bruises, all the scars, all the cuts, all the pain, all the depression, all the sadness, all the loneliness, all the isolation, everything that comes with it, and then just come and blurt everything out to you while you chose to be lazy. I have no respect for the lazy. I have no respect for people who just watch other people go through it and then try to leech all the information. Those people, you cut them off. Relationships. If you in a relationship and you have a partner that does not understand you, cut them off. I don't have that situation, but I know other people who do, and you'll have a girlfriend or a boyfriend in your ear. Oh, why you want to do that? You don't want to do that. I think you should just stay where you are. Because you're going to be 80 years old, 70 years old, shaking with a cane, talk about, oh man, when I was younger, I should have did my business. If you feel that in your spirit, not a mind, not a gut feeling, in your spirit, and you know, okay, this is what the Lord assigned for me to do, because you going to know, because the inspiration is going to come to your mind at will. You ain't going to be able to go a day without planning and thinking, and it's just going to be orchestrated, and you're going to have a step-by-step plan. It's going to come from A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, etc. It's going to line up because the Lord is going to make sure you do everything decently and in order. It's going to be things that's up and downs that come with life, but it's going to be so lined up, and it's just going to happen. It's going to happen. You just gotta believe in it. But this video, I'm gonna try to combine it when I go get the truck and things like that. It's going to be a long, conclusive video of everything, all the clips. I think conclusive is a word. I don't know. If it's not, I just made it up. For the most part, stay away from them 3 type of people. And, as we get up the success ladder, like I said in my last video, when I was in the hood, and I'm like, yo, like, the Lord is going to give me increase. This is this moment. What's today? Hold on. I got my other phone. It's October 22nd, 2023. Look up when I made the video before this. So it was really fast how the Lord done looked out for me. But that's because I'm walking in obedience. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm not doing sucker stuff. I'm not hanging with suckers. I'm not moving with suckers. And you lose a lot of friends. You do. You lose a lot of friends when you start to, walk with God. When you try to change different patterns. You're not smoking no more, drinking no more, shooting guns no more, selling drugs no more, partying no more, sleeping with everybody no more, etc. You know the things, your vices. You're not gambling no more. You're not going to the club no more. You're moving different. And I'm gonna be honest, we see the celebrities do certain things, but they don't stay at the club all day. They go there, they get their money, and they leave. That's the truth. because now you're a brand, you have a business. You can't just go punch everybody in the face because you have a chance of losing it all. So to avoid punching people in the face, you don't go to certain places and you don't hang with certain people where you might have to do it. You know, it's just so many things I could discuss, but you gotta stay away from them 3 type of people. Like I said, you gotta move different. You just gotta move different when you making them successful moves, when you making them business moves. Like it's a whole different type of beast. You moving forward. There's no reason to go back. And you want to start, the people that you want to hang with are not only the friends that I first claimed. Babe, you can grab that. Good look. Thank you. Like, it's not only the first people that I mentioned about the ones that do not switch up and they stay the same. You also want to try to network and create a type of base, right? Where you have people that's in the same lane as you. You have people that, like, again, I'm getting into the trucking industry, in the real estate industry. So I want to find people who are about the same thing and will walk in the same path, because certain lenders that they're going to have, people who don't know what a lender is, you know, maybe a plug to the bank, maybe a private lender, somebody who owns a lot of money that'll invest in your dream. You pay them back over time, a little bit of extra because they chose to help you, things like that. They might have certain connections to dealerships. Like, again, I'm in the trucking industry, so they might say, yo, this dealership, they cut you good deals. This dealership, they got a bad reputation, because Google could be slanted. You know what I mean? Google could be slanted. You could pay for reviews. You could buy stars and all of that. The word of mouth is always usually the best thing. And if it's verified by about 5, I usually try to get verification from 5 to 10 people. You'll be good. You know what I'm saying? You want to try to get a strong base, like I said, a strong network of people that's in the same thing that you are in. Because those friends that's solid, they might not be in your industry. So you can't really go to your friend and say, hey, do you know what tractor trailer I should buy? They won't know. They'll assume like, hey, that one look nice. That thing about to blow up. Don't listen to them. You want to start getting around experts. You want to start getting around people who know what they talking about. You want to start getting around people who got the spirit of wisdom, where even if they're new to the game, just the way that they think allows them to, you know, have great discernment and great decision-making skills. You know, so that's really it for the most part, y'all. You know, I'm down here in South Carolina. You know, I'm about to grab my truck tomorrow. Obviously, I'm looking good as always, the most handsome in Philadelphia. So go there tomorrow. I'll record it. I'll show you guys everything, and we'll go from there. All right. Yo. So I'm at Waffle House. I never been here before, and the first time I went is in South Carolina. There it is. Yo. So, you know, right now, we headed over to the Peterbilt store right now. Again, like I said, we out South Carolina in Greensville. Really nice people. I met a real good salesman there. I'm not going to disclose his name because I don't know if he wants his business out there, but, you know, he's a real great man. You know, told me to come down when I was actually trying to buy my tractor and my trailer online. He recommended, he was like, nah, man, don't do that. Like, I know that you eager to buy one of our trucks, but I would prefer you came down, you know, meet with me and see if you like it yourself. That's how I kind of knew that. Well, not kind of, no, that's how I knew it was the Lord that, again, is guiding my steps, because most dealers, they're not going to tell you, yo, come on in and see it. Like, they're just going to sell it to you online, and after they took your money and you done signed the contracts, I mean, what can you do? You know, so the fact that he even thought of me that much to say, hey, you know, come down and look, that's why I'm giving them my service. You know, so I'll let you guys know once we get there.
these on and I'll be right back.
All right, cool. Where you go for your trip, man?
We went down to the Dominican.
Hey, what can I say? It's God's doing. It's God's doing. You know, and then there ain't no crazy information. Yo, what's up, y'all? So it's a recap on my experience grabbing this truck. I don't know where I want to start it. I really don't. Pretty much what I can sit back and say is, like, as far as the experience, it was some things that happened already with the truck that I wasn't digging. Like, one of the biggest issues that happened was the truck had to regen. Now, for those of you who know what regenning is, it's a self-cleaning process of the truck. So why was I out there for over 2 hours? I was out there for over 2 hours, like, and I'm thinking to myself, like, if I drove down and like they knew I was driving down, like, why are these things not already checked? You know? So now the truck had to regen for 2 hours. It's not working. So the mechanics have to come out, look at the truck. It was something of like a valve, like a certain valve within the truck was not working and they had to replace it. So the first thing I want to say to everybody who's thinking about jumping into the trucking industry or any type of business, you want to make sure that you have some money saved up. But because this is a truck video, I'm going to sit back and just focus on the trucking industry. If I would have went to anybody else, like I went to a dealership, an official dealership, Peterbilt. But if I would have bought it off of somebody, yo, if something happened, they would not have paid that. Most people aren't even good in this world, like I always say, and as we know, right? So if something breaks, they're going to say, hey, that's your expense. So already you would have had to kick out money on top of the payment that you got to give to the truck if you ain't paying cash and you financing like me. Then after the valve, right? So the dealership, because it was the dealership fault, they did it for free, right? I also have a 2-year warranty on the truck. Anybody who's going to get a truck off of a dealer, make sure it has a warranty. New or used, make sure you get the warranty. It's going to save you some money. That's just common sense. I haven't started driving it yet, nor putting somebody else in it. I'm still deciding on what I want to do. But it's just crazy because I always think outside the box in like various situations. And if I did not buy this off the lot and that happened, that's all, like literally snap of a finger. That's an expense just like that. So for, again, people who watching, if you buy the truck or a truck, any truck you buy, right, just make sure you have a couple thousand saved up. That's really the moral of the story. Just make sure you have a couple thousand saved up, because you don't want to end up buying it with all the cash that you have and then something breaks down and you're stuck. Because the second you stuck, now you're running a bad truck. Now, what if something else breaks? Because you know when something breaks, you want to get it fixed immediately. You know, so that was one thing that pissed me off, because it's like, you're a used dealership. You're supposed to already do a certain type of inspection of this vehicle that when I come and pick it up, it's good, it's money, it's ready to go. And the fact that it wasn't started stressing me out. Then after that was fixed, right? Took them some time to fix it, they fixed it. After they fix it, right? Now we end up getting into an issue where the mechanic that was working on the truck, he put the wires, like the connectors, like your red wire, your blue wire, your electric wire, your air wires and stuff like that. The mechanic connected the wires, like the air lines, he connected them the wrong way. Like the air lines and the electric lines, they were all wrong. So when I tried to drive the truck off the lot, it kept stopping. Like literally the trailer tires were locked. They could not turn. You couldn't back it up, you couldn't move it forward, it was stuck. It's like to the point where I was dragging the semi truck. Like I throw it in gear because it's a manual. I throw it in gear, I start to pull off and it's dragging the rear tires. I'm like, what is going on? So I'm not thinking, me personally, I'm not thinking that I need to go check the air lines and the electric lines connecting the tractor to the trailer. I'm not thinking, I should not have to think that way. With the amount of money I just paid to get this truck, I should not have to go play with lines, you know? So my anger is getting up. I'm starting to get angry. So the salesman, he's like, yo, calm down. I'm like, yo, listen, man, like, it's frustrating. Why is it always something when I'm here? And I felt like they were lying because a lot of dealerships would say, yeah, man, we test drove it, made sure it's running. Don't believe that. That's what I'm learning. I shouldn't have believed it. My girl ain't believe it. You know what I mean? She was like, yo, they can't drive it. Because if they drove it before you came, then you wouldn't have even ran into this issue. So I found out they lied about that. And I speak the truth. I'm not here to slant anybody's name, but if you slant yourself and I call you out for it, you are the one that is the butt of the joke and not me. So this is why we always want to make sure we're honest and we tell the truth, because reviews do come back to haunt you. You know, you're going to reap what you sow. I'm going to reap what I sow. You're going to reap what you sow. The dealership, damn sure, going to reap what they sold to me. That was the cons of what I experienced. But again, they had some mechanics come out, check everything. And they was like, oh, the lines are on the wrong way. So that made me realize, like, yo, these guys, they probably never drove the truck. The truck probably came in, they probably patched some things up and just left it there. That's one thing I was thinking about. Another thing I was thinking about was maybe they weren't lying. A part of me is like, maybe they wasn't lying. Because when you trade in a truck, of course they're going to drive it. Of course they're going to fix it up just a little bit. So I'm like, it had to be drivable. It must have really been an idiot playing with the lines. Like, anything is possible nowadays. But moral of the story, that experience was trash. I didn't like it. Overall, I rate the experience, out of 5 stars, I'll probably give it like a 3 out of 5. Again, it shouldn't be 2 issues that occur once I come down there. It should not be. That shouldn't be it. Definitely, yeah. It should not be 2 issues that occurs when I'm coming out of state to go purchase a truck. I don't care if it was my first one for my business. I don't care if it was the 100th truck. Just make sure everything is lined up, because time is money and money is time. So I didn't like that. So this brings forth my next point, like patience. You got to have patience. That's something that I'm learning. And again, I'm a new business person. Like before that, I was in the streets doing nonsense, so I kind of had some type of, not corporate, obviously. This is totally different, but to a degree, running in the streets, serving and things like that, trapping, it kind of does relate to business to a degree, right? Because if you're not a peewee. If you a peewee, then I can't help you. But if you were somebody that was fronting, doing this and doing that, those who know what I'm talking about know what I'm talking about. Those of you who don't, oh well. But if you are like a connect, a plug, or a kingpin, and you fronting people work, you have to be patient for the money to come back to you. You can't just go blow off somebody's head because they didn't pay you back when you first expected it. At that point, nobody's going to like you. Nobody's going to work for you. You're a hothead, and then ain't nobody really going to let you talk to them like that disrespectfully and get away with it for too long. So you gotta have to learn, you gotta have emotional intelligence. You gotta have patience, again, like I said, just understanding that no matter what you're in, whether you're in drug dealing, something illegal, truck driving, bro, anything. Real estate, waiting for a tenant after you flip a crib, or waiting for a tenant to rent out your house, any of those things. So with all that, it leads me into speaking about patience. Like, you have to have patience. Like, if I didn't have patience, man, I would have been screaming, yelling, cursing everybody out. Man, I don't want this truck. Da, 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 da. Things happen. The reality of life is that things happen. It happens to me. It happens to you. It happens to your mama. It happens to your dad. It happens to your boss. It happens to the president. It happens to everybody in the world. Something is going to happen where there will be a delay. It's delay for public transportation, delay in your car. So patience is something that has to develop. If you don't have patience, this is not for you. Being a business owner is not for you. And this is my first time doing legit business. You know, you gotta have patience, or you won't survive. No matter what business, whatever business that you're thinking of in your head right now, you're gonna have to have patience for it. Even something so small, right, of hiring somebody else, you're gonna have the patience to hire somebody, the patience to teach somebody to do the job you're hiring them to do. Patience for marketing, patience for building your business, scaling it. Everything takes time. And when there is a setback, if you cry like a little baby, nobody's gonna want to do business with you. Nobody's gonna really want to deal with you. They're like, yo, this person's a kid. Like, this person doesn't understand delays happen in all facets of life. So patience was a big thing that I had to have with this, because I'm ready to make money. You know, like I said, I'm willing to drive the truck until I find somebody to hop in it. Or if I do find somebody to hop in it in the time frame, then they'll get in it and I could start collecting money passively and focus on another truck. But either way it goes, patience is a necessity. And I'm ready to make money. I'm ready to start scaling my business. I'm ready to start going around teaching people how to do it, because that's ultimately why I want to be wealthy. Everybody have their different reasons of wanting to be wealthy or wanting to be rich. Mine is really just that I could be a superhero full time. Like, I want to go talk to schools. I want to go help older people, younger people, elderly people, like, you know, be a life coach almost. So I need a lot of passive income coming in so I can solely focus on helping people build a life up. That's my goal. And obviously I would have people that I trust in place to manage my systems while I am going to schools and talking and being a leader, you know, going to the community and doing certain things. Like, that's why I want to be wealthy and rich. And I like the finer things in life. Just got some Prada glasses. These Jones fire. Like, don't play with me. These Jones is crazy. Just snag these. Just snag them. Yeah. So that's how we coming, man. I like the finer things in life, although it don't make you. So you can walk around with all the fancy stuff that you want. If you a nerd, you a nerd. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care if you drive a Ferrari. If you a loser, you's a loser in a Ferrari and nobody like you. Women don't like you. Your friends don't like you. Your mama don't like you. So the money don't make you a man. The money don't make you the best woman out here. It's your character that matters. But to an idiot, he gonna say that the money matters. So when you got somebody who say the only thing that matters is money, stay away from him. Just stay away from him, because that's going to be like talking to a brick. He's literally dumb as a brick. He just has money and he has to lead with it, with everything. He can't have a manly or a deep conversation like this. I won't say manly, because women can have this conversation. So he can't have an intellectual conversation because you know money is coming up. But I'm telling you, people like that are not respected in mass. In mass, they are not respected. You might think that they are, but that's because people want his money from him. Like, you rich, then everybody want a piece of your money, but they don't genuinely care about you. You know, so I just had to make that clear. Like, I do like the finer things in life, but it doesn't make me. What makes me is my spirit, my character, my integrity, and my morals. That's what make me. That's a whole nother story, but that's really why I do want to be wealthy. Like, I want to really be able to go around full time helping people because I know where I come from. I know the struggle I came from, and I'm really built like that. And it's people that I grew up with that's built like that. We really come from a certain type of cloth, and those the people I want to target. Even if you don't come from a hood or I guess an unfortunate circumstance, I could still help you. I still want to touch those people too, because at the end of the day, just because you may have been born in a suburb or a better area than somebody else, that doesn't mean that you don't go through pain and you don't need a pat on the back, some encouragement, leadership either. You know, at the end of the day, we all need help. And that's the point I'm trying to make. So again, if I'm getting that money passively, then I can help people, way more people than what I do now. And like one more thing I want to discuss is just the simple fact that this business stuff, on top of patience, this business stuff, it requires a lot of self-discipline. It just requires a certain type of toughness, but not toughness as in like punching people in the face. It has you need mental and emotional and spiritual toughness, because the anxiety, you're going to feel it. The stress, you're going to feel it. The pain, you're going to feel it. And if you don't have the balls for this, get out the game. Get out the game. If you are a grown man or a young man and you are a crybaby, business is not for you. This is only for strong men. If you are a weak man, and I'm going to let you determine that. If you are a weak man, I am telling you, if you cry and complain over everything, and don't do nothing about it, this is not for you. Because again, with business, you're going to have disappointments. You're going to have setbacks. You're going to have good days. You're going to have bad days. Again, you're going to have friends, family, act funny, act fake, act disrespectful to you. All types of stuff going to happen, man. All types of stuff. If you're in a relationship, you might have an argument in your relationship and you still got to push forward. You still got to push through. You can't go through it with your family, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, or anybody, get a setback. You know, you might have a month where you don't make as much as another month. What you gonna do? When something like that happen, what you gonna just go cry and go poop on yourself like a little baby? And you a grown man. This is not for the faint. And if you a woman, you're gonna have to grow some titties and hop in or get out the game. If you a woman and you are supposed to be emotional. But if you can't think clearly sometimes or most of the time, this ain't for you. Get out. Get out the game. Don't even waste your time trying to be in business. And that is a fact. I'm not telling you an opinion. I'm telling you what I know, and that is a fact. And I could back it up with scripture. Google this. The Lord tells us a double-minded man, double-minded, meaning his mind is always shifting, is unstable in all his ways. Not just one way, in all his ways. So that means, right? If you're double-minded, like, yeah, I want to do this, but I don't want to do it. Or, you know what? Everything is good. I know, yeah, the business is going good. And he's like, oh my God, it's not going good. Oh my God, yo, I'm about to lose it all. I don't know what to do. Oh my God. You like that? You panicking? Now you unstable. You unstable. If you a man, like I said, you're going to have to grow some balls. You're going to have to jump in, and you got to take the pain that come with it. And while you taking that pain, you got to stay focused, because business is going to stay rocky. Just like in the scriptures again, because I'm going to always use scriptures to back up what I say. Because if I say my opinion can always be slanted. But if I use what God said, it can never be slanted, because it's always true, because God ain't a liar. The Lord is not a liar. So anything I say that the Lord said is stamped. It's sealed. Prime example, when Peter was told to come walk on water, he saw Jesus Christ, right? Out there on water, walking on water, standing. He like, yo, come on out here. Peter was able to walk on water as long as he what? As long as he stayed focused and kept his eyes on the Lord, which is what? A sound mind, sound emotions, a sound spirit. It's the same qualities you need when you jump into the business. Because the second Peter started worrying about everything else going on, the waves and the wind, and oh my gosh, I'm really doing it, he sunk. And that's exactly what's going to happen to me and all of you and anybody else who cannot stay focused when the waves come with the business. That's the truth. That's all I really got to say. That's the recap. Have some money saved up. When you about to do business for a rainy day, or if something goes wrong, you want money in order to keep going and to repair or fix whatever is needed. Or if you need extra inventory, have some money saved up. I lucked up because the breakdown happened on the lot of the dealership. So they just said, hey, it's our fault, we'll fix it for free. But if I bought it off of somebody else, it wouldn't have worked. I would have had to come out of pocket. Second thing, right? Patience, strength of the mind, strength of the heart, strength of the spirit. You got to have that. That's my recap. I wish the best of luck to you guys. You know, anybody that is out here on their journey, about to hop in any form of business, any form of entrepreneurship, make sure that you are prepared to be patient, have patience, develop patience before getting in there. And if you're in there now, you just better keep asking the Lord for help, because you're going to need it. Second thing, you know, is I hope that everybody can do it. And take that risk. Take that risk. You know, everything is a risk anyway. You know what I'm saying? It's a risk that you get fired at your 9 to 5. It's a risk if you go start your business. It's a risk if you drive to work, you might get into an accident. Every day you're living in a risk. If you have this dream to be your self-employed, or to be a boss and have employees working for you, dive in. Make sure your finances are right. Make sure your credit is right. Make sure your personal life is, you know, set up first, and then take the risk. Because guess what? You can at least say you tried. So with that being said, you guys, like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, I'm not one of those fake business gurus, business coaches. Like, I care about people. I want people to be successful. I want people to have good lives to the best of their abilities. You know, I'm not about to sit back and pump a course and make people feel like they'll be rich. Not everybody's going to be rich. I'm not going to come on YouTube and start telling people, hey, do you want to get rich? Click the link below. Anytime you see that, it's fake. Anytime you see that, they're frauding. You know, they'll give you some information, but it's not about to change your life at the snap of a finger. The first thing that's going to change your life is your mindset. If your mindset is not on point, I don't care how many courses you pay for. You could pay for 1,000 courses, you still going to be broke. You don't know how to save money. You might deal with anxiety. You might deal with fear. You know, so many factors. So when you see those fake business people and gurus and real estate coaches and all that talking about click the link, they're frauds and they're liars. Don't do it. Save your money. Invest in your mindset and invest in your soul and your spirit. Once that's good, then you jump into business. So, all right, y'all.